Hey guys, so I'm at it again, up late at night, now testing out a different inverter, a 48 volt, 3000 watt. It's from WZRELB, also sold as the Power Reliable brand. I got this one on Amazon. It's a 3000 watt, 48 volt inverter. Right now I don't have it hooked up to batteries in my camper because I've got a 224 volt batteries and I need to get wired up in series to make my 48 volt connection. But just to test it, make sure I have everything working right in a controlled environment or I'm not bent over backwards in the camper. I've just got a couple 48 volt power supplies testing this out for right now, and then it's hooked up to a 1500 watt heater, and right now we're running at 53.4 volts and it's DC, and you can see on the AC side we're putting out 122 volts. I just have this 1500 watt heater here plugged in, and I could pull power right from the receptacles here. Now when I wire this up to the camper, obviously I'm going to be hooking up right to my panel on the bottom side lugs. Now I'm not going to touch that because that's obviously hot, putting out 122, 120 volts AC, and I can get up to 3000 watts on this at 48 volts. The other one that I have is a 12 volt, which is okay, but at 3000 watts, boy, you need some really big battery cables, and I don't like that. I just think a 24 or better yet a 48 volt system is going to be significantly better. Why did I go with this one from that Reliable Power again? Because my first one works well. I put it through the paces and it's been good. So my point in just testing this out quickly is just to make sure that it's going to work in my setup. Now again, since I have just two smaller, one's a 12.5 and one's a 10 amp power supply, just to test out this load, I just have this plugged in with some 10 gauge wire here. But this inverter has got a couple cooling fans on the back, plenty of mounting options, and this should run everything I need it to. It'll run my AC, at least based on the wattages. I haven't tested it yet, but based on the power consumption, it shouldn't have a problem running that. But that's also not going to be my point. My point is just so I can run all of my equipment minus the AC. So I could run the fridge and the 12 volt pumps and anything else in the camper that I needed to. Even turn on the microwave occasionally and the coffee pot in the morning, and just not have to run a generator. That's the end game here. So I hope to add some more batteries to this system and really get some good amp hours behind, maybe 300 amp hour, 200 amp hour. I'd be plenty happy with that if I could get to that point, and then I'd be good for several days. But again, just testing this out briefly here, I haven't had any issues with it. I should be able to get this installed here in the next week, and I will certainly report back. But for the cost, I've been very happy with this. I reached out to the company once to ask them a question. They're very responsive back to me. The other reviewers on Amazon have said that they've had good luck with it, so I don't know why I wouldn't. One other thing though, keep in mind, this is just temporary here. Ideally, if you want to pull the 3000 watts, the full power output of this, you really should be hooking this up to a sub panel. I can't remember what these are rated for, but say it's 15 amps combined between the two plugs here. So you're not going to quite get that full 3000 watts out of it. You really need to be hooking that up to a sub panel. And again, if you don't know what you're doing, make sure you ask a friend, or just better yet, hire an electrician to wire this in, because if you were to touch anything here and you're messing with this, this is 120 volts out, 122 according to the meter here. And I tested on my Fluke meter and it's at 121, so that's about right. But you really just don't want to mess with anything that you're not quite sure on. So I'm going to go ahead and shut the heater off here because it is getting warm here. And you can see our voltage came up slightly with that load off. So I'll report back if I have any issues, and I'll certainly give you guys a quick video once I get everything installed in the camper and show you how we're doing. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer back. If you guys have any suggestions on what you're doing, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and I will try to reply, and we can all bounce ideas off of each other, and we'll go from there. Hope you found this helpful.